Have you ever been called out for something that wasn't even wrong? It's pretty annoying, I know. Like, picture this. If I see a Navy sailor standing around with his hands in his pockets, chilling, as a Marine, my first instinct is that ain't right. Because in the Marine Corps, hands don't go in pockets, period. At least when we're in uniform. But here's the thing, that rule, it's not universal. That sailor isn't breaking a rule in his world, just in mine. And if I judge him based off of my own standard, that's not discipline, that's ethnocentrism. Today, we're talking about ethnocentrism, the tendency to judge one another based off of our cultures, groups, or belief systems by the standard of our own. And trust me, this mindset shows up everywhere, not just in the military, but in religion, morality, fashion, and mainstream expectations of what presentable looks like. Let's take it beyond hands and pockets. Picture a job interview. Let's say that one candidate walks in wearing a well-tailored suit, clean cut, no facial hair, and polished shoes. The next candidate walks in wearing traditional attire from their culture, maybe a head wrap, a beard, a garment that holds deep and personal cultural meaning. The question is, who's more professional? If your instinct is to say the suit, ask yourself, why? Is it because it aligns with what we've been conditioned to see as professional? Or is it because we've learned to view anything outside of that standard as less than? That's ethnocentrism in action. Imagine you were raised in a specific faith, and that faith shaped your entire moral code. It's natural to believe that your way is the right way. It's all you know. But what happens when you meet someone raised with a different moral framework? One that's just as deeply ingrained in them as yours is in you. If your first reaction is to judge them as wrong just because their beliefs don't match yours, that's ethnocentrism in action. This mindset is dangerous. It creates barriers, fuels discrimination, and reinforces the idea that one way of presenting yourself is the right way, while everything else needs to conform or be excluded. So, how do we flip the script? By shifting from an ethnocentric perspective to an ethno-relative approach. That means recognizing that different expressions do exist, that they're shaped by different histories and different experiences, and that just because something is different doesn't mean that it's actually wrong. You don't have to adopt everyone's style. That's not what I'm saying. But you do have to acknowledge that yours isn't the only valid one. It's healthy for me to remind myself that my beliefs are for me, and that everyone wasn't raised at the same Thompson household like I was. So here's the challenge. Where does ethnocentrism show up in your life? How often do you evaluate others through your own lens instead of trying to see things from theirs? The world isn't just a melting pot where everything blends into one. It's a salad bowl of different cultures, beliefs, and experiences, all maintaining their own unique flavors. The more we embrace that, the better we understand each other. All right, y'all. Let that marinate. I'll catch you on the next one. Until then, stay open, stay curious, and as always, stay human. Try to normalize authenticity and choose curiosity over certainty. And I'll see you on the next time on the Salad Bowl Podcast.